What up? It's your homeboy B. Watt, and you are now tuned in to another episode of Cancel B. Watt. And in today's episode, I would like to discuss this young woman who got hit with the brick. In case you have not seen it or heard about it by now, there's a viral video clip going around the internet of a woman who was apparently hit with a brick by a gentleman after she declined his advances. Now, after this young woman was apparently hit with the brick, she immediately took to the internet to let the whole world know that she was disgusted, she was heartbroken, she was disappointed because this violent act took place in the presence of many black men who elected not to help her or protect her in any way. This video that this young woman posted condemning these men for standing there and allowing this violent act to occur in their presence caused many more people, both male and female, to chime in and proclaim the per usual propaganda that black men do not protect black women. So I want to dig a little deeper, do my due diligence, and figure out what happened here. Why did this young woman get hit with the brick? Why did she get hit at all? And is it true? Is it true what all these people, mainly women, are saying in the comments that black men, in fact, do not protect black women? I am aware that there are a lot of men who may believe that women have evolved to be so masculine that they are not in need of our protection anymore. These men are burnt out on the "I don't need a man" mantra, and they have elected to preserve themselves and not live in pursuit of protection of the black woman. And there are those women who feel like, well, who raised these men? You know, who raised you to be so soft that you would let a woman get beat down with a brick in front of you and not do nothing about it? You could hear one of the guys in the background straight up ask the girl, what you want us to do about it?
What do you want?
What do y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man and fucking do.
Now let me ask you a question. If this young man who she's chastising on the internet for not protecting her, what if he would have hopped out there and tried to fight this man or defend her, right, and got hit with a brick too and would have wound up dead, then what? In the current world that we live in, is it still a man's responsibility? Is it men in society's role to protect women? If at any point in time, as a man, as a black man, you are unwilling to put your life on the line to protect a black woman, does that make you less of a man? But let's put it in perspective though. How many black men wouldn't protect their sister, wouldn't protect their mama, wouldn't protect their daughters? I'm willing to bet not many. We're talking about protecting strangers, women who under any other circumstance probably wouldn't even speak to you. And if you did decide to speak to them, they most likely would not reciprocate your positive energy in any healthy manner. Let me ask you all a question. What sense would it make for men to put their lives on the line to protect and defend a group of human beings who have collectively turned their backs on them? These women have shamed these men over and over and over. And now that y'all are not getting y'all away from them again, the protection y'all think y'all deserve, you're trying to shame them again. And it's pathetic. Here are my 2 cents. Men still protect women, just not you. Men are still biologically programmed to protect those women who appear to be in need. That's typically the feminine women. Protecting a masculine being is kind of homosexual activity. I know it's getting confusing, but I believe that men of today, black men today, will still readily protect a feminine woman who appears to be in need. So, like I said, I did my due diligence, I did my research, and I went to this young lady's TikTok. And of course, I found the typical feminist banter, male patriarchy this, women are the protectors and providers of this, and of course, you had to have the softcore pornography porn videos, twerk videos everywhere. 32 years old winning a twerk contest? Yeah. There are many women asking online the question, who raised these men? And ladies, I want to ask you a question. If you were raising a young man in this world who was surrounded by women who did not carry themselves like young women, who intentionally over-sexualized themselves online like soft pornography superstars, who sung songs, read books, and openly proclaimed for anybody that would listen that they did not need your son, would you raise your son to put his life on the line to defend and protect these women? No, you wouldn't. Unless it was your sister, aunt, mother, daughter, you would tell them to mind their own business and make it home. I saw a story in the comments of a young man who was at Walmart and saw a woman and a man fighting, and he intervened to protect this woman, to defend this woman by fighting this man. And when the police came, this woman pointed the police in that man's direction. It's too many stories like this. And men don't even trust you masculine women enough to protect or defend y'all with our life. Ain't nobody doing that. So it's an unfortunate situation that's brewing. But if you desire the protection of a man, if that's something that you're interested in, then maybe you should take a moment and reevaluate how you're moving as a woman. Maybe you shouldn't be on Instagram showing your body, sexualizing yourself. Maybe you shouldn't be 32 competing in twerk contests. Maybe you should reevaluate whether feminists and lesbians run the world. This is the last bit of game I'm going to give on this topic. Let's talk for a moment about how men go about protecting women. It is my belief that the average black woman in this world is beautiful. What does that mean? That means that most black men have beautiful mothers, beautiful daughters, beautiful cousins, beautiful aunties, and a slew of beautiful women in our family who we have a responsibility, an obligation to protect. Now, I don't care how big and bad your husband, your boyfriend, your big cousin is, we can't beat everybody up. So we can't be out here fighting on your behalf all the time. So what does that mean? That means that in order to protect you, we have to teach you how to move as a woman. What does this mean? Let's use our common sense. For example, no brother wants their sister on Instagram posting softcore pornography photos for all of his friends to see, for the very people that she claims she wants him to protect her from can see. Just like no father of a young adult woman wants her going out to some club by herself without the type of men around her that he can count on to protect her in case something like this happens. I can go on, but I'm going to leave it at that. Ladies, if you want these generation of men to protect you, then you need to move in the spirit of protection and fall in alignment with some good men who are going to have your back, who are going to tell you right from wrong, and most of all, some men who are not going to stand there and let you get hit upside the head with a brick. So hop in the comments. I'm interested in what everyone has to say. And once again, listen, like, and subscribe, and tune in again to another episode of Cancel Be White.